everybody, and welcome to Paranormal Nation Radio. Not so normal. How's Denise and Ron doing down in Florida?
Watching it rain.
Yep. Rains every day, which is fine. I mean, it is tropical. And, but once it's done raining, it'll be right back up in the 90s and bright and sunny again. So,
Right. Hello, Joanne and Nigel.
hello.
Nigel, yep.
Hey
Joanna.
guys, hope you guys are doing well.
Canada.
So, before the show, we were talking about things that are going on. Ron was telling you about how it is to job interview after all these years. And I'll tell you, I'm discouraged. On looking for another job. I'm thinking, I've out survived every boss I've ever had. As of today, I got a new boss. So I'll be here. They may not, but I'm here. And, but Ron has been having, I'm looking for a job adventure down here. And he applied, I put him in for some jobs at the company I work for. And I knew that we use this thing called HireVue. I don't know if any of you have heard about HireVue, but they utilize it through HR systems to weed out the candidates. And I don't know much about it. And I also knew that there was a gaming aspect at the end.
Yep, I had to play games.
So he went.
I'm not a gamer.
Yeah.
So I'm no good at it.
Yeah. I mean, how do you even know what you're supposed to do? I mean, it gives you a little bit of instruction, but it's not clear.
It doesn't, no.
It's not clear at all. And so
it says click here for the, some of the questions that you might be asked. You click on it. It's just a couple of people going, oh, it's just a lot of fun, and it's just be yourself, just relax, and that's about it. That's all you got. Like, oh, that was helpful. Then it asks you, was this helpful? And you go, no.
and the thing is you are being interviewed by AI. So artificial intelligence.
A lot of stuff is the AI.
Yeah, your video interview is not a video with somebody else on the other end. It's some computer animated thing asking the question, and then the question that shows up in the word form on the left, and you've got a minute to respond, or you can go ahead, if you want to respond right away, you just click record. Well, what you're looking at is yourself on a camera.
Right.
It's like talking to yourself. And then you're sitting there looking at, and you totally lose your train of thought. It's just awkward as hell. It's
terrible what they're doing now.
And then, on the Lumen thing, you got to play games. I did another, video interview yesterday. It's for basically the same job I had. It's just different equipment.
Right.
That's it. Instead of coin machines, I'd be working on ATMs and registers. Not a big deal. You learn that quick.
And then we heard today from Tyler had a job interview that was a group interview. You bring a bunch of people in the room, not the interviewers. I've done with four interviewers and an interviewee, and they would kind of gang up on you to ask you questions and stuff like that. No, this was 20 people who put in for the job and 4 or 5 people talking to them at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how do you make one? How does one shine out of this? This is stupid. This was AT&T.
A waste of time.
I
won't even bother wasting my time on anything AT&T.
So that was very frustrating for him. And he was there before, around 7:00 in the morning, and they said it could take up to 4 hours. And it's like, how do you stand out in that? And it reminds me of the, remember Men in Black when they picked up Will Smith and put him in a room with all these military people and, the best of the best of the best, sir, kind of thing. And it's like, no, it doesn't work that way.
No.
And I think Facebook user is Gary. So, hey, Gary.
Hey, Gary.
At
My
least I
Facebook user.
So, but yeah, it was just one more, thing. And I just don't know why down here they don't hire. They put out the job, hey, we're hiring, and then they twiddle their thumbs and they don't move on it. I mean, Tyler put in for that job over a month ago and got the interview today.
Yeah, I've had some. It was over a month ago. I finally heard from that
That's like Sunday. I was up there at my niece's house, saying goodbye to Kellen, my great nephew, who's joining the Air Force, who leaves the 18th to go to San Antonio.
Yep.
So the whole family was up there. So my nephew Craig, we was sitting there talking and everything, and I said, he was telling me about Ethan, his son, who's out of college and everything, and lives in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, right? And he was going to fly up the Friday before the 4th of July because they have a big Calcutta golf tournament up here. Him and his dad and another one play in it, right? Well, if you remember the weather back then, he flew from Fort Lauderdale to Nashville and could not get out of Nashville.
We know all about that.
Right? So he's on the phone with his dad going, okay, they changed mine. I won't be in at 11 o'clock. It'll be 1 o'clock and everything.
Sounds
and
familiar.
To be 2 o'clock. Then he called back later and said, they can get me into St. Louis. I'll be there at 1 o'clock. Come pick me up. So Craig had to drive from Kansas City all the way to St. Louis, pick Ethan up, bring him all the way back up, grab 2 hours of sleep before they went and played in the golf tournament.
So did they have to pick him up at Lambert or the one in Illinois?
Lambert.
Okay. So because Lacey, when we did the Dauphin Island thing, Lacey flew in from Vegas. And she was supposed to fly into
That's why I don't like to fly anymore because they're canceling their flights. They don't without warning.
Well, Lacey's was weather related that night.
Yeah, that.
But you was talking about jobs. So anyway, I said, so what's Ethan doing? He goes, oh, I got a good one to tell you on this. He got job offers down in Fort Lauderdale. So me and his mom, they're divorced, all fly together down with Ethan and get him this apartment.
Mm-hmm.
It's $1,900 a month, all utilities paid, but it's 3 minutes from where he was going to work.
Right.
So he goes for this job, and they tell him dress in a suit, tie, everything. He's got a business degree out of college. He gets down there, goes through 2 hours with it, and they said, okay, you got 2 hours off, come back, and wear anything you want, shorts, jeans, whatever. Ethan went, okay. He gets back out, comes back in, and everything. They go, okay, here's these flyers. Go out and get signatures. And he went, what?
What?
And everything. He did it for 3 days. And he said, screw this.
Wow.
So anyway, while he was down there, he was worried about it and all this and that. He looked up and found out one of these bank branches down there was needing a loan officer. So he went in. The lady interviewed him, hired him on the spot. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. These bank branches down there, you and me can't go in and open a bank account in this branch. Only multimillionaires can go into this bank branch. It's that type, a business type, commercial and stuff. And he's had everybody you can imagine in this little branch bank this guy owns. And he's getting ready to open another branch up the lady that's managing the one where Ethan's at is going to train him to be manager there, and she's going to go take the new branch over and stuff. So little Ethan's doing pretty damn good, and it's 3 minutes from where he lives.
That's good.
Well, good.
You know, he don't even have to drive; he walks.
We would walk to places, but there's no sidewalks, and it's a busy road.
Absolutely no shoulder.
Oh yeah, kind of like a blacktop around
Just
here.
a glitch. But again, we're looking at it and going, hey,
Well,
it's not going to be icy. It's not going to end up in the ditch.
I've walked a little bit on it. That's grass and ant piles. Watch where you step.
Yeah, the answer.
No, you do. It's lots of those.
I think my next pet's going to be an anteater. I'm just going to get myself an aardvark and get over it.
There you go.
Problem solved.
Hey, it'll fatten up out there.
Oh yeah, the neighbors will be coming over. Hey, can I borrow your aardvark?
Yeah, there's your new job. Get a bunch of them, rent them out.
So, but yeah, Lindsay's getting a new furnace and air conditioner tomorrow.
Air conditioner.
Well, they have to replace the furnace too, the heat pump.
The heat pump. I was gonna say they don't have a furnace.
What they called it a furnace. But
Right, it's a heat pump.
yeah, she's got to get all that changed out.
But you can actually use down here. Ours didn't. It never did work after it got under 40. It just blew out cool air.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah, and then when I replaced it, they said, "You want another heat pump?" I'm like, "No way.
No,
that thing is worthless."
Yeah, we just kept the furnace. So
yeah.
But yeah, one of the things that we found out down here is you can pay whatever you want for heating and air conditioning. Some guy wanted to charge him $14,000, but the guy that they had that looked at it last year gave him a quote of $6,000. So they called him, and he redid their quote, and he said it'll be $6,400. Guess what they jumped on? The $6,400.
Oh yeah.
So that's one less thing that they'll have to worry about after this month. But yeah, they said it was getting ready to I want to use this word, but I don't. But it's getting ready to give out. So, did you also hear about the subway up here in Georgia? They put a sign out there on their board that said our subs don't implode.
Oh.
Too soon?
Ooh.
Yeah, they got a lot of feedback on that.
I'll bet they did.
Yeah, guess what? That the picture was taken down and the subway sign was removed very quickly. But and Lauren said, "Well, that's not true. If it was one of their seasonal chicken subs," she goes, "That one did implode." So, needless to say, bad timing, and I guess technically, since it's Subway, in bad taste.
Yeah.
But I thought it was clever. But
well, I tell you what, you wouldn't have want to been at the house that I've been at for the last 2 days. Been in Chillicothe.
Okay.
At one of our rental houses. We were told by Jonathan, one of the sons, that okay, guys, be prepared. I'm buying you ventilation masks,
right?
Real nice ones, white suits to zip on. And I went, what the hell are we going into? Toxic waste or what?
Hazmat?
I said, I don't need the white suit on. I'll wear the mask if it's that bad. We opened the door. Oh my God, we put the mask on immediately.
Did something die in there?
No. The lady now get this. It's a lady, her boyfriend, and a son or a daughter that has mental issues. So they get all their Social Security checks and all this and that, right? Well, she turned out to be a hoarder. Well, the hoarding part wasn't nothing. I want to see the damn dog they had. This wasn't a little bitty dog.
Hmm.
He ate 3 doors and 2 walls
Damn.
and left us around 100 pounds of stuff we had to clean up.
Damn.
Were they feeding it?
I was gonna say they weren't even.
I don't know, but we're talking it was trampled down on the wood floor. It's so hard I can't even get it off with a scraper. Right? The
Wow.
kitchen, we have to totally take all the cabinets out and redo the entire kitchen. Same way with the bathroom. The house has to be completely gutted on the
Right.
inside and redone. The outside looks beautiful, except for the backyard was a freaking jungle.
Yep.
They didn't mow either.
They didn't mow. There was trees, there was bushes, there's trash in the trees and everything. The city didn't see it because it's in a backyard.
How long did they live there?
About 4 years.
Does he not? Did he not check on his properties?
He
His
come
father
by
was
and
sick.
come by and get
Oh.
the rent, and you
Yeah.
know that was it.
Because this
But
is the
this-
guy whose
get this,
father died,
this
right?
lady-
Yeah, he's a
This
passed
lady
away.
moved out and bought a house. Yeah. So far,
They just
we
left
have
everything,
hauled.
right? Did they just leave
We-
everything?
No, they left what they couldn't pack up in a bag. I'll put it this way: they bought clothes and wore them once and left them on the floor, wet, trampled. We hauled one load out of clothes and a little bit of a bed and what else? A couple of tables like that, right? 2.5 tons, along with the 70 to 100 pounds of dog crap.
Jeez.
And then we got to the basement. It's got a full basement in it. And the foundation is beautiful on this house. I mean, really nice. I walked down there and went, oh my God. There was another 80 to 100 pounds of dog crap.
Jeez.
He knew it was bad last year when she called and said, the furnace ain't working right. It's got a newer furnace in it, right? So he calls Foster's Heating and Cooling.
Mm-hmm.
They go over there and went to the basement and seen all the
Oh.
dog crap. They called him up and said, we're not working on it. No way.
Wow.
Yeah, Gary. Gary's on Rumble.
Okay.
I got him set up over there. The paranormal pastor is over on Rumble. Yeah, it sounds like a greenhouse. It was beyond a greenhouse. I mean, this thing, we've got to mop and scrape and get what we can get off the wood floors and then sand it enough.
It's
and
still
then
going
we're
to
going to have
smell.
to paint the wood
Yep.
floors to seal it in
Yeah,
so
you're
the
gonna have to
smell
do the
don't come
kills.
up.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're going to have to kills it.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're killing the whole house inside.
Yeah, you're
You
going to
have
have to
to.
bleach it, let it sit there, dry, and then
That's what we're
Because you
doing tomorrow. We got a bunch of people coming in to have them scrub the walls down and everything, the baseboards down, everything you can imagine.
That's why I don't want to be a landlord.
Yeah. He goes, my God, every time I turn around, the rent's going to go up in this house. The rent's going to go up in this house. And the worst part about it, the lady that's going to rent it is going to come help us clean it. And I went, you're allowing her to see it like it is? I wouldn't have.
yeah,
Yeah, Joanne, it does. We're going to be doing that too.
yeah. When it comes right down to it, though, vinegar and baking soda is not going
And-
to help with that smell.
And he called her, and just like Joanne said, you can get a refund from them or sue them for damages. And that's what he's doing right now. He called her up and said, you're going to have to pay for all this stuff cleanup and what we're doing to the house, or I will get a lawyer and take your wages and stuff.
Then she'll lose that house, and she's going to be in a different situation.
Exactly. She'd be better off paying some, saying, "Here's the money." Oh, we have taken pictures like you wouldn't.
I'm going to tell you right now, he's going to lose because they always take the renters. They got all the right. If you want to kick someone out,
when the pictures show, if they lose, that's one crooked judge.
They always protect them.
Oh, I know. It's sad, but it's a job, and we got to get that one done. And we got 3 more houses to completely. Hi, Irene.
Hey, Irene.
Is the question that I would have in this case is, I know their deposit wasn't enough.
No.
How much damage monetarily do you think there is?
Thousands.
I know.
To put it back in a livable state where somebody could rent the house, right?
Yeah, my mind's telling me about 23,000 to 30,000.
That's about right. That's what I asked him what his budget was today, and he goes, "I don't want to go over 30,000 to remodel this house,
right?
Because then nobody will be able to afford to rent it, or if I sell it in the neighborhood it's at, I'll never get the right price."
Yep.
And I went, "Well, we'll do what we can do, but we can only do what we can do."
Right.
Because you got so many rules in Chillicothe and everything. Their codes and everything.
Yeah, every
like
county
that.
and city has different codes.
Right.
And you know what? What I would cut back on would be, I would go with a lower grade of cabinets. I would go, because you can't tell once they're painted.
Right.
If they're painted, because apparently you don't stain cabinets anymore. You paint them brown, you don't stain them. I had no clue that that all the walls, all the trim is now painted.
Right.
One of my friends, Brandon Kaiser down here in Florida, he got a job to paint all the doors and woodwork in one of the houses that he was doing all black.
Yeah.
And I was like, that would be horrible, especially at night. People are gonna be walking into doors.
Yeah.
But
that's true.
But
everything nowadays, all trim, you can get it in white, or you put wood down and you paint it white.
Right.
Because white goes with everything.
Well, the white really is only primed. It's not. They still have to paint it.
Right.
Our trim looks white, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I don't like that everything's painted. But in the old house, we had a country kitchen. You saw that. It's huge.
Right.
All of our woodwork was all natural, oak colored. Here, I don't think it would fit in. Maybe that house that's got the
Gary just said he finished his tile and trim in his dining room and kitchen. I seen it the other day. He's doing a real great job on it.
Is Gary getting his house ready to sell?
No.
Okay, good.
He's just upgrading it here and there. Things he's wanted to do for years, but Sue wouldn't let him do it. Like he ripped all the carpet out of the living room and down the hallway.
Yeah.
They got beautiful wood floors underneath that carpet.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, "I didn't know they were like that."
I would go back.
What did they do? Sand them and restain them?
He didn't even have to sand them.
They didn't even have. Wow.
Mm-mm.
I bought a house that when I pulled the carpet up, they had real nice floors underneath it.
Only where the tacking was probably a
problem. Well, this house here at one time had gorgeous wood floors in it. Gorgeous. But not now. I would probably have to take a quarter to 3/8 of the wood off to get down to good looking wood.
Mm,
So then your wood floor would be paper thin.
right. See, our wood floor at the old house was basically pressed wood with veneer. And I didn't know that
Mm-hmm.
when we bought the house. And well, when I told them I wanted wood floors, that's what they told me. So, but it did not last. It sun faded and all kinds of stuff. What we have now won't ever get sun faded because there's no windows on the. I mean, we have 2 windows on the north, or on the north and the south side, or the east and the west side.
Uh-huh.
So there's not going to be any sun damage to anything but curtains
Right.
in this house. And I will tell you, this house does stay cooler. I'm not as I'm not having as many sweating episodes as I did, but I'm
Mhm.
also cooler at night. So I'm still with my blankets on the bed.
Right.
We don't have the air cooler than. It's not even close to what we had it before.
It's actually lower and costing
This-
us less.
The house we have it's about the same size. Of course, it's on one level, but the air conditioner for this house is probably 3 times bigger than the one we had. The other one we had was just too small of an air conditioner for the house.
For the,
Right.
for the type
That's
of
why
house.
it just constantly ran all the time. It couldn't keep up. Couldn't.
Right. Well, you know how you was doing your deals from testing your TMU products
Mhm.
and everything. Here's one of the shirts from TMU.
Yep.
And I'll tell you what, it's comfortable.
Is it a wick away one? It looks like it.
Yeah, it's the wrinkleless and everything and stuff. Just got them in today, and I'm impressed with it. Really impressed with it. It's the good T-shirt material, the real soft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Like brushed cotton.
no,
How much was it?
these here were like 402.
Yeah, I
Wow.
figured they were about $4.
How many did you buy?
Well, I got this one, and then I've got a real good one you'll see on the We the People podcast show Friday night.
Oh, okay.
Debuted on
I
that.
thought you bought a whole bunch of them.
No, I bought 2 of them because I wanted to see their sizes.
Yeah.
You know, because
Right.
Tammy was having issues on the women's part getting the sizes right.
Right.
She
Yeah.
would order a 2X and it fit on a 10-year-old kid.
Right. Wow.
And I'm like, what the hell? So she messed around and she finally ordered one. She got one in today and it fits her perfect. Made out of the same material.
Joanne, we're talking about Temu.
Temu.
Forgot about
Yeah, and Temu shocked me, I guess, from the stuff I've been ordering them. They sent me a free gift today.
Yeah, they keep sending me messages and saying, "Hey, you have this free or that free," and I just haven't had a chance to go look.
You know what they sent me today?
What?
Another drone.
Oh,
Yeah. Real nice one.
well,
Hmm.
now you got to figure out which one you want to keep and which one you want to sell.
No, I'll use them both.
You can't use them both at the same time.
Yes, I can.
At the same time.
Yeah. I have one phone on one phone on the other. Once I get them up, they're automatic. You can draw the pattern where you want them to go. So yeah, I could use them both at one time.
Is that your controller, the phone?
No, it has an actual controller.
Oh, okay.
The phone shows you the picture of the
Video.
camera up in the air, and you could actually control it from the phone too if you wanted to. But I prefer to do the little joysticks and buttons.
So you see what Joanne says? The new
Yeah,
thing
no fireworks,
is-
drone shows.
that's in Canada. Of course they're using drones because they want to see what everybody's doing. They're spying on you.
Okay.
Keep that in
Perfect
mind.
Yeah, the
example.
problem with the drones is they don't go boom. No noise.
Yeah, they do. Yes,
They
they
do.
do. They did one in Chillicothe because
Do they
they
drop 'em?
outlawed fireworks in Chillicothe this year. They hired a company to come in with drones and lasers, right?
Yeah.
So they put on this big fireworks display, and you say they don't make sounds? These guys had some of the loudest speakers, they said, set up in different locations that when the drones went up and did their thing, it automatically, the computer set off the sound through the
So,
speakers.
Oh.
but the drones aren't
Yeah, the
making the
drones didn't.
sounds. It's computers.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
did you see the Sphere in Las Vegas? Okay, Lacey said that only Caesars did fireworks this year. So they went to the fireworks, and then she said, they were done pretty early, so they went to her apartment, and you can see the Sphere from her apartment clearly. And she goes, and it was a much better show.
So I got the video
Oh,
from
yeah.
our 4th of July. You want me to send it to you?
I don't know if I can
But
do
Yeah,
that.
these drone
Get it.
drone shows are becoming a real big hit now.
See, that's Irene's right. That's why I don't like the drones. You don't know what they're utilizing that camera footage for.
Exactly.
You don't know if they can see into people's homes.
Right.
If somebody on a high floor tends to undress in front of the window where really nobody can see them,
Mm-hmm.
but the drone can, because it has, may have UV lights or whatever and can see through
Well,
that.
these drones have a camera out front and a camera down below, 2 cameras on them.
Mhm.
They have night vision and stuff. So, yeah, they could.
Yeah, they could be peeping.
I could probably
Toms.
get in trouble with them. We'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the only thing. I mean, if in this, I mean, I have so many things I want to say that are just politically incorrect, but in the United States, fireworks has become a big, huge thing for the 4th of July and New Year's. If they'd start doing drone shows instead, I can see doing some of them, but if they do away with it altogether, then they're wimpy.
Yeah.
It'll be a wimpy country.
It'll be
Yeah.
a wimpy country, and you look at how many people it puts out of their extra income that they try to make in that 2-week period of time of selling fireworks.
That's the same. I mean, here it's only legal on the 4th of July, actually on 4th of July, and on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. That's it. You do it anytime outside of that, it's illegal here. So, yeah, you would be cutting into a lot of people's income for that period of time. Not to mention the fact, I'm not a huge one for going and spending money on fireworks. I can tell you exactly how much money I've spent on fireworks in my entire life. 0. I don't care if other people spend money on it.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, no, I don't care.
Well, I grew up in the gas station Dad owned, which when we was little, he built this little 10 by 12 building on skids, right? Where we sold fireworks out of. I never figured out why Dad would go buy all these fireworks to have us sell them when we didn't hardly sell anything, and by the end of the 4th, there was no fireworks in there. We shot them up all the time.
Yep.
And I was telling Tammy about it, and I said, we had pop bottle rocket wars, shooting them at each other. Roman candle wars, shooting them at each other, dumb stuff.
Yep.
Kids don't do that nowadays.
Thank
and
God.
everything. And I'm shooting all these fireworks at a gas station that has outside gas barrels,
Yeah.
big ones. I'm even over by the barrels with my little army guys throwing firecrackers at them, where the grease and oil and gasoline all accumulates.
Yep.
And I look back and I go, somebody had to really be watching over me, because I didn't blow the whole town of Polo up.
But yeah, like I said, I'm all for the big booms and all that. I think the kids, here, I'll tell you, you could not see where you were driving.
Really?
The smoke was so
Oh
thick
my gosh.
when we were coming home from Lindsay's. Her street,
The whole street from
everybody was shooting shit off.
about 8 o'clock on,
But then after midnight, we
just
didn't hear
full
anything.
of smoke. No
Right.
mosquito problem at all.
Well, that's like this year. Okay, 4th of July, we did a bunch of stuff around the house, and I barbecued and all that for us. Then about 8:45, we went outside and sat in the front yard, like we do just about every 4th of July. And around town here, where we're at, we could always see the big fireworks from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
This year, only 2 houses were doing it.
Hmm.
And I was like, ooh, there's a financial crunch. I see that one coming real quick.
Yeah.
Well, I think living in a place where, I think some of the neighbors in Lindsay's neighborhood may be part of the Blue Angels. There's a lot of military people all around here.
Right.
Then this past weekend was also Blues weekend. That Blues.
Yeah, I had
The Blue Angels did a
every neighbor
air
there.
show weekend.
Every neighbor was shooting something, blowing stuff up.
Right.
No,
Even one, the guy at the beginning of the neighborhood, he had a full display. And it was better than any one we'd seen in Lewisburg.
Really?
He had some good stuff. And it went on for quite a while. Lewisburg's, that one sucked.
15 minutes.
Yeah, these didn't. I mean, we was out there. I think we finally came in about maybe 10 o'clock because it kind of died out. There was nothing being shot around.
Huh.
So
And Irene goes, they do it to celebrate the Day of the Dead, which they do that over in Japan.
So
I'll be right back. I got cramps in my leg.
Oh man.
I'm still in the audio, but
Get something to drink.
Go drink some pickle juice.
Gatorade,
So
Powerade,
uh,
Body Armor, pickle juice.
Yeah, don't stretch too much.
Hey Raymond.
So hey Irene, I hope you're doing well over there. We've missed seeing you in the chat, and we've all just been really busy on everything, and I hope to be bringing back the Paranormal Pride soon. It's just I know that I can't do it right now while my brain is not fixated on it. So
Yeah, we're talking about drones outside your window. If I saw one hovering outside ours, the last picture that drone would see of a bullet going right through it.
uh-huh.
So yeah, we do have one tree I need to take a picture of and show you. It kind of goes like this.
Oh, really?
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Did Bigfoot bend it over?
Oh, yeah, it had to.
And that's the only explanation.
Obviously.
Because it's let's see.
There's no other way it could happen.
Yeah, because it's going in opposite direction of all the other trees. They go
Oh, really?
the other direction. Yep. It's the opposite direction. And you can see where the tree is growing straight, and this one branch just veers off and goes all the way to the ground. So it's kind of weird. I hung up on one of our trees. I had remember back to the 90s. People had these things on their trees that they would yo-yo up and then come down and then go back up and come back down. I found one in our garage.
Oh.
From our first house. I had packed it and never took it out. But Sissy Clover really loves Minnie Mouse. So I fixed it and hung it up on one of our trees. Well, the thing is all of our trees are really tall and straight, the ones that are left. There's one out there that kind of goes at an angle.
Right.
So I just hammered a nail in it and put it out there. Now she wants to see Minnie Mouse every day, yo-yo up and down for however long.
Take it Irene's going to investigate, right? Suicide waterfall. Huh.
Yeah, that's where she's going.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
She just went to Hiroshima not that long ago. I remember seeing a comment in there. 2 weeks ago, maybe 3. So we got a busy cat behind us.
Yeah.
So,
And we got Salty 3 Crew
who's that?
wants to know if this is an open panel and wants a link.
Sure, why not?
We'll see. I'll send the link over there.
Love to meet somebody new.
Salty 3.
And if you're too salty, we'll just so it doesn't matter.
Well,
Is it on Rumble?
yeah, it's on Rumble.
Yeah.
They'll be good.
We'll see. But anyway, I'm going to put the link over there.
Figure it can't hurt.
Salty 3 Crew, there you go. There's the link. Click on it, follow the instructions, and you'll come over to our show in the green room.
And we look forward to meeting you.
Yeah, we'll see what.
They might want to talk
It's
about
an open
paranormal.
panel on anything we talk about, from
Yeah,
paranormal
so far,
to everything.
Yeah, right now we've just been missing our friends back in Kansas and Missouri, and that's one thing that we're catching up on. And we've had a few things that haven't gone as perfect as we would have hoped.
Oh.
But it's the weather down here is not horrible. It's really nice. We've been to the beach once. We found a really pretty beach we want to check out. We went for a walk where they said there were alligators. There weren't any. There were snapping turtles.
Oh, really?
And ducks. There was lots of ducks. But we have a duck in our kitchen too. So just every time I turn around, that duck's quacking. But
Raymond says need to come and stay a night at the ranch.
which ranch?
Yeah, which ranch? If you're talking Skinwalker's Ranch, I'd love to do that.
Me
Oh,
too.
yeah.
And there is a version of a similar ranch in Georgia. And I need to find that person so I can get them on my show to talk to them, because I find that interesting. So, but I will say, one of the things, the area does not look, it looks more squatchy than it does gatory. That's one of the things I find strange about down here. The trees are thick, and well, I guess right now we could say our yard is kind of swampy, but
Right.
I don't think we'll be happy.
Salty 3, if you'll click on that StreamYard link, it'll bring you to our show. And he says, I live next to the Skinwalker Ranch
Oh, really?
here in Utah. And we are the true crime creators on Rumble.
Oh, Raymond Trueblood or Salty?
No, Salty 3.
Oh, okay. Well, that's weird that we got 2 people talking about a ranch. He's talking about a ranch over there. And so,
But if Salty 3 will click on that link and follow it, it'll bring it right over to the show.
Yeah, I love the show.
Yeah, and we'll talk to you all day about paranormal stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So, and see if we can watch that on TV.
Yeah,
we just
start catching up on that.
Yeah, we just recently found the remote to our TV. We'd went a month without any TV.
Really?
Yep.
So we didn't know what the hell. We don't even know what's going on out there.
Well, we know Biden's still screwing everything up, but other than that,
he's
we
really
just don't know how.
he really pissed off King Charles.
Oh, well.
But you know what? They are 2 very similar people.
Old and dumb.
Raymond says no. Our private family ranch in northern New Mexico. Been in the family for over 100 years. Oh, I'd love that.
Hey, Raymond, where in New Mexico? My daughter used to live in, well, our daughter, not mine. Our daughter used to live in Red River, New Mexico. She used to work at the Chamber of Commerce there. So nice place, I hear. Not some place for me. It snows in June. So that's my thing. I don't want snow unless I can just go visit it. I like white sandy beaches, not snowy mountains.
And Gary said we got to get a lot of autographs from the horror show we're going to in Paragould for his grandson. I
Oh,
take it
well.
Nate's wanting a bunch of them.
Who else is supposed to be there besides Santiago?
Santiago's going to be there. Uh, well, just one second. Let me do this, and it's easier. Where's my mouse? There it is. Let me pull it up and share it on the screen. Okay. I'll pull that up and then I'll share it over there.
Northwest Albuquerque.
Opposite direction.
Yep.
Okay. This is where you can find out all the information. It's on scaredcityproductions.com and the list of celebrity guests. I'll bring that up, make sure it's showing over there. Of course, is Santiago Cirillo from The Walking Dead, Rick Prince, who has helped with Beast of the Water and the Puppet Master. He makes all these costumes and masks. Steve Cardenas, the original Red Power Ranger, and
Okay.
the actor from Beast of the Water.
Yeah, I thought he looked familiar.
EC3, professional wrestler, is also in Beast of the Water movie. Will be there. John Dugan, the grandpa from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, will be there.
I remember him. And
Keith
I know
Agent,
Keith. Yeah, I know
Agent
Keith.
is going to be there. Scott Bainey from Scared City Productions that makes all the props like that. That mallet hammer he's got right there is producer, director, actor, and prop maker and everything. Okay. Tony Buck is going to be there. Special FX artist, actor, everything. Oscar Rodriguez III from The Walking Dead will be there.
Do you know what we've never seen an episode of The Walking Dead?
No.
You haven't.
Nope.
No.
This lady here, the blue Bodhi, Bohai, she's a
Bodhi?
professional shaman and spiritual educator.
So never mind. I'm not going to ask that question.
Okay. Lance Harato, Fear the Walking Dead, The Wanda Forever, Suicide Squad. He's been in a lot of shows. Jason Pitts will be there. Let's see who else. Lewis Wright Jr. from
A lot
Devil's
of people.
Hollow will be there.
How many people are they expecting? show
We're
up?
expecting between 8 and 10,000 people.
Wow.
That's going to triple the size of Paragould.
Yeah. Well, they just had one down there, a Nerds Con, right? And oh, I hit the wrong one. Okay,
Okay.
there we go. They had a Nerds Con down there, and they had 5,000 people show up for it in the 2 days.
Was that
Wow.
for the Nerds movies?
No,
Or
it's just
nerdy
nerds, everybody.
Okay.
Santiago was down there. You know, when Santiago shows up for any of these events, folks, you have to remember, he's there to fight bullying and to bring awareness to suicide awareness, and everything. He's doing a lot, talking to people and bringing everybody down there is anti-bullying and suicide awareness. All those people I just showed you will be up on stage talking at different times. And if you're in Paragould, come by Santiago's table, Wizards Engraving, myself. will be sitting right there beside Santiago with all these actors will be interacting with us all day long. We've already set that up.
Okay,
So,
good.
yeah, it's going to be real interesting. Real interesting.
Can you put in the link to that graphic so people can go out there and decide if they want to go? Because a lot of
Right.
people may not
And
understand that you're talking about Paragould, Arkansas, and it is in between Jonesboro, Arkansas, and Blytheville, Arkansas.
it's a little bitty town, but the town has
Well,
accepted these
it's
two events, the NerdsCom and the Scared City Productions High Ya Nation Paranormal and Horror Show. For the month of July, every July, these two events will be in Paragould. It's already wrote into the city. The mayor signed it and everything. So the
yeah,
town is really coming together to support all them for the tourism and
Right.
bring stuff in. I mean, we're all staying at one motel down there and everything, so that'll be a party in its own.
yeah.
There's going to be a haunt. Scott Bainey owns a haunted house down there that they're going to be doing an investigation at. So we got all that stuff going on. Then we had to have the event all cleaned up Saturday night when we shut down because Sunday morning they hold church in the same building.
You can't have blood and gore in there. You know, that would put a whole different take on Hellfire and Brimstone.
You're right.
So,
But no, the church families are in on it and everything. They just love it's a family event, from 3 to 100 is the age group.
yeah, I can
We're
say
going
I
to have
have
all
the
kinds of stuff. We
Yeah,
have 80 vendors coming.
that's a lot.
But the nice thing about it is
We've ever been there.
Santiago was just on there and they set up a deal. Now, he knows there's a lot of people around the country that would love to go, but they can't go and everything. If they would like to donate money for a child to go there free in the area, they're giving away free tickets. So if they donate the money, we give away more free tickets. So I'm going to type in the address there. Santiago just brought that out today. One of the things they're working on. So
Yeah, like I said, it's probably been 40, 41 years since I've been to Paragould.
Marshall the Alien. Oh, this ought
Not
to be
salty.
a good. Huh?
Not salty.
Let's see what Marshall the Alien down here.
Yeah.
Hello, Marshall.
Yo,
Yeah. What planet are you from?
the one up there.
One up there.
You guys believe in aliens?
Yeah.
Believe in aliens a lot more than Bigfoot.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So where are you stationed at right now, Marshall?
Dugway.
Dugway, that's a good place
Yeah.
to be. Have you been anywhere else? Any other secret locations that people don't know about or think that they know about?
The gummy store.
Oh, okay. We've got a friend that actually works at Area 52 or 51. You may know him.
What's going on here? What's this channel about?
Well, our channel is about, normally we talk about paranormal stuff.
Like little green guys?
Little green guys, little fairy. Well, we don't talk about fairies much, but we talk about ghosts.
Hey, Barb.
What do you
We
believe in
talk
ghosts?
About
No.
weird lights out
Do you
there.
believe in monsters of the bed?
Monsters under the bed? I
There's
believe
monsters in the closet.
there
Do you
could
sleep
be.
with your light on?
Nope.
I do. Oh,
What the heck? Yeah, Barb, you got here just
Hey,
in
Barb.
time.
I got my blanket. Superpowers.
And
You
Marshall,
sleep with
how
a blanket?
Yes. How old are you, Marshall?
333.
Oh, only half of 666. That's good.
Yes. And 3'3" tall.
How big are your feet?
Oh, shit, cousin. Wouldn't you want to know?
We got a joke.
Does anybody, do you pull on people's ears?
No, just panel raid.
And Barbara, it's not me from the other show doing this one.
Nope, we're part of the Salty 3 crew from Rumble.
Oh, that's good. And so what does the Salty 3 crew from Rumble, what do they talk about?
All kinds of crazy stuff. Real life stuff, little green people, monsters,
Bigfoot?
Captain Hook. You know.
Do they have any proof?
Oh, they bring receipts.
That's what the IRS wants. So yeah, why not?
All right, so you guys got gummy bears or? It's my tip.
So how did you find us on Rumble?
Cruising.
Cruising? Okay.
Cruising Rumble. We cruise the Rumble streets. Just flying around. Want to go cruise in my spaceship?
Is that how you found her?
Hit that follow
Is that
button
cruising?
because I'm going to check out you on Rumble.
We cruise Rumble. We are a part of the Rumble team.
Good job.
So what would you like for us to talk about?
I love what you're talking about. Little green guys. But
Okay,
they like
what
gummy
was that?
bears.
Okay. So have you ever abducted anyone?
Oh, no. What are you talking about? That's
Yeah,
like,
That's like some other species, right?
yeah, not us.
Okay. What about cows? You have any connection to
Huh?
cows?
Look, that's for those weird people on your planet that do
Yeah.
weird stuff and blame it on us.
That's one way to put it. There are
Yeah,
some
it
weird
is.
people out there.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on Skinwalker Ranch? Is that a nice place to go camping?
Yeah. You can meet Brandon. You know Brandon? Fugel?
Brandon who?
Brandon Fugel.
Oh yeah,
Fugel.
Yeah.
yeah,
We've seen
oh,
Brandon.
yeah.
Brandon's cool.
Yep,
Brandon's cool.
yep.
He
Do
seems
you like
nice.
the show? We like it.
Do you know what the lights are up there at the Skinwalker Ranch?
Stars.
Stars. Okay.
They're the lights.
Are there other places where there's lights like that?
No. Just up there.
Is there another place like Skinwalker Ranch somewhere else?
Oh, it's infinite.
It's infinite. So, okay, let's see what else do we want to find out from you. Hey, what make and model is your transport device?
My spaceship. My drone.
Okay.
DJI.
Oh, okay. What
Huh.
color is it?
Gray.
Gray.
Right.
And are you married?
No.
No. Just cruising still?
How old are you?
333.
Yeah. And he's 3 feet, 3
3
inches
tall.
A lot of
Yep.
threes in there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that number
Even in their
important in your
cruise.
society?
And math.
In math? Okay. Is everything math related?
Frequencies and vibrations.
So which frequency is the most important to you? What
333 hertz.
okay.
Tune in.
So
And Dale Earnhardt was number 3 too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
yeah. Well he went
I
cruising.
went cruising.
All right, guys. Marshall's got to go. Continue the Rumble streets.
Okay.
Continue
All right,
on.
Marshall.
Well,
Have
we'll-
fun
Good
cruising
time.
around.
so
Always
check
check
it.
us out on Rumble. You're invited anytime.
You got it. May the force be with you.
Tell everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, beat that, Barb.
Oh,
No, I think he's out of Jacksonville, actually.
that was good. Thank
Yeah.
you, Salty 3 crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really
was
good.
funny.
Yeah, I had to
He's
pull
got
out
that
interview
down to an
questions out
art
of
in
my
that form.
pulled out interview questions out of my ear.
Hey, that was somebody from Rumble, Barb, that finally wanted to come on our show.
Yeah.
It wasn't me in that other deal that we did the other
Joanne
night.
liked
See, I came on as a talking bear and then came on as
Right.
President Trump
Right.
and stuff. But no, that wasn't me down there.
No,
No, you were here.
that was a guy from up there.
Yeah.
Out there. Yeah.
He's just cruising around,
Yeah.
just happened to
That
stumble
was,
on the show.
I wasn't expecting that when that popped in the green room. Let me
No,
tell
I
you.
wasn't either.
I saw Marshall the alien. I'm going, that's not salty.
Yeah, but he was good. He was
Yeah.
funny.
That was funny.
He probably had to leave because he was probably cracking up laughing.
Yeah, I guarantee he didn't expect me to interview him.
We had a lot
And
more
then
questions
Pastor
too.
Gary said the autographs for his grandson is the one in the Navy,
Oh,
the older grandson that's into the paranormal.
Oh, okay.
So,
well, I just hope
and he
Gary
said he also, Carl, did you figure out the headstone that showed up where there is no headstone? No, but speaking of that, if I can get this paper out of here. I don't know how well the camera is going to show this. I should have took a picture of it. This was taken by Gary out at the cemetery. And of course, you know, the sun from the west is shining real good.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Oh. See the bright sunshine on the trees?
Yeah.
Look at this one. What do you see?
Sun hadn't gotten to it yet. I see the line.
Yeah,
Or is it the road?
what I see is that there's it's really bright in front of on that headstone. It's dark up here, dark down here, and it's light in the middle, like it's getting sun on it somehow.
Yeah.
You don't see the face and the top of the headstone and the body?
No, and it could be because we're looking at this through the.
Yeah, you're looking through it, but I'll have to get
Yeah,
a
send us the picture. Send us the
Yeah,
picture.
scan it and
I
send
can't
it.
really
I
it's hard
will.
to see on this.
But I see a picture of a skull. Tammy sees two faces in it. I see an arm and a short leg there in it.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
So, but yeah, that was one Gary took down at the cemetery and stuff, along with the other pictures he showed me of the people that's been going to the cemetery
Oh.
and everything.
Even more?
Yeah. We had a whole family in a minivan down there checking out the unknown Indian.
Really?
And
Was
then
the
we
word
walk
getting
around.
out about this place? Because it's hard to find.
Mm-hmm. Well, we know the lady on the four-wheeler that comes down there all the time with her
Right.
dogs lives up the road. Thank you, Raymond.
Thank you, Raymond.
Yeah. No, it's not a hologram.
Huh.
And yeah, his arms are crossed, Joanne. Yeah, I'll get Gary to. Gary's got it on his computer. I'll have him send it to you guys
All right.
and everything. But
Yeah, I want to see it so I can put it on my computer and blow it up and
yeah, because I mean it's
zoom in and
a weird picture, is why that one's got it, and none of the others are all blanked out from the sun. And Joanne says, "Yeah, I can see it." So she saw it there, but we just have to wait and see and everything. So, but and Danny Roberge came out with another new app. Not the
Yep.
one that I was using here, another new one he came out with just the last couple of days. Oh, you're on a small iPhone? Awesome. But yeah, things been going pretty good. Like I said, I'm getting all kinds of stuff made up for the Paracon down there. Uh, One of the latest ones made up. So that'll be down there. Those will be down there for sale. Of course, all my little ones that the VIPs will be getting these right here. It's got his
Yeah.
High Out Nation
Hope you sell a
podcast with his
bunch.
name on it and stuff. We got a lot of that coming in. And then we'll be taking orders down there. All they got to do is send me their names and their payment, where I make their family tree and put their names in it
Huh.
on there. So we'll be taking all those orders. Here's one of the latest engravings of Santiago I did.
Yeah, we've never seen The Walking Dead. We don't even.
He's in season 5 as Julio at prison. Have you ever seen the show Nashville?
No.
Okay, he's in there in season
So on
5
the
or
Walking
6.
on The Walking Dead, he's only in season 5, or
Yeah, he's only in season 5.
oh, okay. How many seasons do they have of it?
7.
Huh? Are they still doing it?
It's reruns.
Oh, reruns. Yeah, I didn't know if they're still doing it.
Yeah. Or you get on you can get on YouTube, I believe, and look up Beast of the Water. There you'll see EC3, the Red Power Ranger, and Santiago as 3 of the main characters. And you'll see Tyrus. Tyrus is the one you see on the Fox 5 that talk, the big wrestler guy and everything. He's in that movie with him too. It's a horror movie about a creature coming out. But it's actually a pretty good movie. But Santiago's in that whole movie and stuff. Rosalie, he's in that one. He's in quite a few of them. And they got a new one now. They're collecting sponsorship money and everything. They need to collect up to $10,000 to make this other movie called You're It and stuff. So that's the new one on the platform coming out.
Yeah, you don't hear that much about horror movies anymore. Doesn't seem like we used to when we were growing up.
Right. Well,
They're
this
coming out every other week.
they're going to make this movie good, but they're also going to bring it back into the 70s and 80s style horror movies and stuff. So
Oh,
it's going to be, it'll be interesting. I like all these independent filmmakers.
everybody
making their
running
own
in high
movie.
heel boots.
Probably. Probably. But yeah, I mean it's something else. But yeah, he's doing that. He's gonna let's see, he's gonna be out at where at? Out at the Bash out there at the big battlefield out East Coast.
Oh, Gettysburg?
Yeah, Gettysburg Bash. He's going to be
Oh,
out there
yeah.
for that one.
Yeah, that's coming up.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He's got a lot of different things planned out. And then their new show, Smoke, will be starting filming. They're going to be going to haunted locations that aren't well known and everything, and do the storyline of the haunting there with actors and actresses, everybody in it. And, oh, okay. And stuff. So they're going to be starting at the old jail, old holding jail
Yeah.
in Ohio. That's
Yep.
going to be one of the first places they're going to. So, but it's going to be
Yep.
called Smoke, and it'll
We've
be
heard
put
of
out
that.
in series. But yeah, you can all check out. I put scaredcityproductions.com in the chat room there. Check that page out. Like I said, if you can't make it and you'd like to help a child go to the Paracon and Horror Show to meet all these great celebrities and see all the vendors there, contact Scott Bainey or Santiago, and let's see what we can do. But yeah, it's amazing. I got to know Santiago in a short period of time and allowed to make all his products and everything on the laser engravings and stuff, and was one of the first vendors invited to go down there to this. So, and then the big special deal when we get down there to Paragold is the hard boiled egg that I've got laser engraved for Scott Bainey at Scared City Productions. Because
Huh.
there's a joke in the story with eggs
Yeah.
and everything down there. And during one of the podcasts, he had Scott on, and I said, "Well, I'll have to laser engrave an egg for you." And he goes, "Can you do that?" And I went, "I'm going to try." Well,
Mm.
I tried and everything. I've got to tweak it just a little bit because of the
Yeah.
shape of the egg
Right.
and stuff. But yeah, I'm going to get it done. And then I'll have them in a cooler and take them down there, and then I'm going to hand them to him. Say they're hard boiled, they're edible. But
After he cracks them open, it might be a little smoky, little smoke flavor, right?
I don't know if it will or not. I think it just touches the top part edge of it. I don't think. Well, I know it don't because Tammy ate one of them. She goes, "Well, you didn't laser engrave," and I said,
Yeah.
"Eat one." I said, "Where's the shell?" I showed her the shell. I said, "There's my first try at laser engraving." So, but yeah, we got a lot of different things coming on and stuff. I got a big one here that I got made up. I got to cut, glue some boards on the edges and everything. This is an autograph board made up that they can buy, and then all the celebrities will autograph everything all over it for them, where they can hang it up and display it. But no, other than that, not a whole lot been going on and stuff.
So it's been pretty hot up there.
Yes, it has. Now we did have 2 days. One day was 78 degrees. That was beautiful out.
Yeah, I heard that.
And then the next day was 83. It wasn't too bad out. But after that and the low shower we got, it heated up real fast.
Yeah.
And that's what we're afraid of tonight and into tomorrow. They're calling for heavy thunderstorms up here. But everything's been kind of breaking around our area. Cameron's been getting it, Trenton's been getting it, but we haven't.
Hmm.
So I figure we're due.
Yeah, now the last week or so we've had, I don't know, about heat indexes anywhere, I don't know, from 100 to 109, but it doesn't really feel like it.
You don't have that humidity like you did up here.
Oh, we got humidity. It's the humidity's a lot worse here, but you'll get like a little pop-up shower and cool things off. I mean, it's not cool, but I mean, you could tell a big difference. But there's always, even when it's that hot, it always seems like there's a little bit of a breeze, you know.
Right.
So it never really feels like, you know, you look at your phone and say, oh, heat index of 107. Well, I just went and walked a couple miles, and you know, my shirt's soaked, but other than that, I didn't think it was, you know, stifling. You know, like back in Kansas City, if it's at 107 heat index, you feel like you can't move or breathe anything.
Yeah, I know that.
There's usually, in the summer in Kansas City, there's usually no breeze at all. I mean, it's just still.
Yeah. Now, Barbara said they'd gotten up to 106,
Yeah.
and yes, the humidity is high. Yeah, I can imagine, but when humidity up
Yeah,
here
we're surrounded
hits
by water.
102, it's terrible.
Yeah, we've got, you know, we got the Gulf 30 miles away, and then, you know, we've got bays, lots of rivers. I mean, we're just surrounded by it. Yeah, I know. Neighbors told us that August is the worst month. I said, you know, heat indexes are way up there, but then about September, said September through April, he said you can't beat it.
I'm Mike Rage. Oh, we're just chit chatting about paranormal and all kinds of things that's been going on. Mike Rage was on one of our shows the other night and everything. Fantastic guy to listen to. I mean, yeah, it's awesome. But yeah, I got to talk to him because he may be joining our network
Oh, okay.
and stuff. Me and him's got to talk and get things set up. He'd be a great asset to the Bill of Rights network.
Yeah, I think Denise she's working on getting her show back, but it's just right now, it's just she's having trouble getting any guests.
Right. Everybody's
Busy. I don't.
they're
You know.
busy doing investigations. I see where
Right.
Chris Pittman was up at McIntyre Villa over the weekend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, we
there's
heard
a
from
lot of them
Brandon
getting
a
out.
couple days ago, and he's in.
You're
Kansas
welcome,
City.
Mike, and everything. I'll probably try to get a hold of you this weekend, and we can talk and get you set up over here for your show. So, yeah, Mike. I mean, yeah, Mike Rage, 3%er and everything and stuff. And I got to show Mike a deal that I'm making for his. He's got a show called Rage Nation and stuff. Really interesting. The last video I seen him do, he compared the government to the mafia
Mm-hmm.
and
This
brought
is
up
this.
some real. Mike's over on Rumble Barb, but he brought out some real good, valid points on it. I mean, he opened my eyes up on a lot of it. I understood about everything he was saying in there.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's to the point. I'd rather have the mafia instead of our government running our country because you knew where you stood.
Yep.
You didn't worry about somebody grabbing somebody off the street or anything like that, because if they found out about it, that never happened again.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, bring him on, and he's got a lot of good friends and stuff that they're conservative points and everything. But he's in Oklahoma. So, yeah, really nice guy. He popped up on our We the People show, me and Barbara show one night, and I sent him a link, and he came on, and we had a real great conversation with him. So I went over and checked his page and followed him, and been checking out a lot of the stuff he posts on there. Really interesting. So, but yeah, it's just a lot of things going on. But like I said, my great nephew Kellen will be going to San Antonio on the 18th to start basic training.
Woohoo!
You're going to love it down there in that 110,
Oh,
120
yeah,
degree
no.
weather.
I've been there and done that.
Yep. Yeah, he's in for a good shock when he gets back home in December, because at Paragold, when I'm down there, I told Santiago about it. Santiago and a bunch of celebrities are giving me stuff to bring back up here to package up and have for him when he comes home. So they're supporting him and backing him up. I think he's going into aircraft mechanic.
Yep.
I believe that's what he's going to.
Hey.
Oh, here's Gary. We'll have Gary pop in.
Pop
Hey,
in.
Gary, how you doing?
What's up, Gary?
Can't hear you.
Unmute.
Get your mic down.
Could be
Get your
accidentally
mic
muted. I do
down.
that a lot.
Nope. He's got his mic off.
It has my. There you go.
Can you hear us? Your microphone on your headpiece. Bring it down. Gary, go to settings down at the bottom.
There you go.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna
Now
say
we can hear
pull
you.
your- There you go. Now we can hear it.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
So how are you doing?
Okay. I was going to say, on that picture you showed a while ago, Carl,
Yeah.
which is this one.
Okay, your hand's in picture of the headstone over there.
I got to move my hand.
Yeah, that's
Okay. This
Yeah.
this tree is clear back at the east timber line.
Yeah.
It's all drawn up.
Hi, Kelly.
Hey, Kelly.
Yeah, he's got
And
his
me.
on printer paper.
Yeah, that picture looks a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Gary?
headstone. I
Yeah.
went down later. And tried to line up. There is no headstone there.
Oh, really?
Sissy coming in?
Yep, Sissy's coming.
Oh, there she is.
Okay.
I'm gonna say.
That's interesting.
So what's going on?
We have a ghost
Yeah.
headstone.
Okay, what I need to do, I'm getting an echo back.
Okay. You probably got us watching us on another browser. Are you watching the show on the Billerites Network?
That's you
Hi, Clover.
on TV. Say hi.
Yeah, Bill of Rights Network or Born TV or whatever.
Count
On
to
Rumble, right? Okay. Go ahead and close that one down.
too busy.
You're getting the feedback. Or shut the volume off over there.
Kelly had to go to the hospital on Sunday. What happened?
Yeah, Kelly, what happened?
Okay.
Now you get a feedback?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, she's getting big.
She growing.
It's because she eats all day.
Her cheeks show it.
Oh, she looks just like her mommy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And just as stubborn.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, I got My daughter told me the other day, I was telling her about this paranormal deal we're going to and who was in it. And
Yeah.
her son, Garen, in the Navy, he said, tell Grandpa he's got to get autographs.
We can do that.
So he knows them, huh?
He watches them.
Yeah.
Watches all them horror shows.
Yeah, I don't. like the first time we met Santiago, they go, he's on The Walking Dead, and I was like, okay, not a big deal.
I told Carl I was going to have to study this list because I've never seen any of them.
No, I haven't either.
Except
I wouldn't know them if they knocked on my door.
Except we had seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It was the only
Yeah,
movie that they played every week at the drive-in. And
Well, your kids probably watched the Power Rangers.
oh yeah, I did. We did have a Power Ranger birthday party.
Yeah, but you couldn't see who
Okay,
they
but
were.
Yeah,
You
good.
got the Red Power Ranger. He's all grown up.
He still looks very
I
similar.
thought they had the things.
Oh yeah,
on.
he looks just like he did when he was in there.
And then they would put that. Then they would go, 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 Power Rangers,
No.
and they would
No.
change into
Oh,
their.
Yeah, that. I also went down the other night, and I have a headstone that looks like it has a wig on.
Down here, that happens because there's witches' hair all over the damn place.
Yeah,
Yeah, we did go to our cemetery here.
it's up on top of it, and then it streams down in front of it,
Hmm.
kind of a brownish color. Strange things down there.
Yeah, we need to go walk around our graveyard here. It's the oldest graveyard in the Panhandle. Is down the street.
That ought to be interesting.
Yeah, it talks about the fact that most of the people that were buried there in the early years were children because they were the ones that weren't strong enough to deal with the malaria and all the other stuff that was down here killing people. So it was usually children. And so it took the Civil War to bring adults into the cemetery. You think she likes these things?
Yeah, I think
Keep
so.
staring at the screen, looking at
is.
herself.
She just got her hands going. Hi, Clover.
And say, hi, Carl. Wow. No.
Oh,
No,
No.
she won't talk to me.
she's a star. She's
She's too
kinda,
busy eating.
Yep.
She came out in the kitchen and she said, up. And I looked and I saw three things, and it was the puff corn. She wanted puff corn.
Oh,
Good, because grandma has to eat half the popcorn before she can even eat any of it. So, but yeah, she's
She makes you test it to make sure it's good stuff.
well,
right,
under 4, they're not allowed to have kernels.
right,
So I have
Uh-huh.
to eat the popcorn to the part where it'll just melt in her mouth.
Yeah.
right.
So, and this popcorn basically melts in her mouth.
Right.
I don't have to worry about it with that.
Now
So,
she's 2 going on 3, right?
she just turned 2 in April.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it'll be another 8 months.
She's 2
before
and a
she's
half.
3.
Yeah.
Now
Something like
Nolan, on the other hand, is 2.5. He did not care for fireworks at all.
No.
He screamed his head off every
Really?
time. Yeah. If you just lit one, he was screaming.
Just the fountain. He was crying.
So,
Yeah,
but
that-
this year, she was.
How's
Boom.
Piper doing?
Oh, she loved it.
She's doing
They
good.
loved it.
They said they're all coming over tomorrow.
Are they?
Yeah, while they're getting their furnace or air conditioner replaced. So, because it'll be hot. You can't not have any air on at all this time of year. So,
Clover
missed out on our little alien friend coming on.
Yeah,
oh,
no.
yeah, she would have loved that.
You missed Marshall.
Good head. Did you see that, Gary?
Yeah, yeah, I was watching. I
Yeah.
couldn't understand him, but I was watching.
He was something else.
You know,
That
my
was,
hearing.
I know.
My youngest grandson, when he was baby, he'd scream his head off around fireworks. He
Mm,
and she had to get him back in the house and away
yeah.
from them. Now he wants to shoot them all.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And he's out there. Well, he's 9 to 10, and he's out there firing them off.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's good.
No, Barb, we're not all unpacked and not all settled in.
We're still trying to find
We
our
did.
garage floor. We don't know where it is.
We did get our Florida driver's license and got our car tagged in Florida.
Waiting on getting
Got that.
the homestead exemption. Haven't gotten the paperwork for that yet.
Yeah. Have you got your voter ID down there
Yes.
and
Yeah.
all that? Yeah.
Yep, we did that when we did our licenses.
Boy, you're becoming full-fledged Floridians.
Yep. Yep, we're getting
Yep,
we're even
we're-
getting the webbed feet to go with the torrential rains every day.
Yeah, we learned not go near the beach on the weekends, just like Floridians.
And don't go to see the Blue Angels air show in the summer because that's for the tourists.
Yep.
And parking is $150 a car.
Ouch.
Wow.
You can
But-
buy your own plane.
But you can watch practice for free on Tuesdays and Wednesdays at the Walmart parking lot. So
Hey.
so why not? But
That works.
And we're still trying to figure out our storage issues. So, but yeah, Pensacola did well for the 4th of July and the Blues weekend. So they had backups on 3 Mile Bridge, and which is what they call it on 98, going from Pensacola to Pensacola Beach. And
Yeah, we can get down to the beach. Really, no problem. We just jump over here on 87. There's not much traffic on 87. Smooth sailing
until you get to the
till you
mall.
get to 98. Wherever all the beach where you turn off to go to the beaches,
Yeah.
dead stop. That's where we spend all our time, just to go a couple miles. Otherwise, we didn't have the traffic. Oh, we get down there in less than 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Easy.
Basically, we get to 98, there's a light, we go left, and at the next light we go right, and we're there, and it takes longer from that first light to find a place to park at the beach than it does the whole other part of the trip.
Yep.
Wow.
There's no traffic on that road at all
Uh-uh.
until you get to
Not much at all.
until you get to 98. So
Yeah, we saw a local guy. He had a welding kit, a welder behind him, and that he obviously, works in the area. And he had a big bumper sticker that said, "I hate 98." And I thought, oh my God, I feel for the guy. But if you got to drive that just to do your job,
you're screwed.
man,
And
you're
there's no
just
way
spend all your
around it.
time. Yeah,
You're
Right.
not. There's no.
spend all your time in beach traffic.
Now,
So-
when does the tour season end down there?
October.
October?
Mostly,
Kind of
it's like
probably after Labor Day, but I mean, you can go swimming.
into October.
Yeah, easy.
So, but yeah, we looked at a hotel over on Navarre Beach that we stayed at back 5 years ago that we paid $50 a night for in October.
Mm-hmm.
For the 4th of July, it was $300.
$350.
Yeah. So, and if I wanted that hotel room now in October, it's going to be almost 200. It was like $148 or something a night. And it's like, no, it's a Best Western. It's not worth that much.
Right.
So, and since we've already stayed there, I know it's not worth that much. But is kind of sad when you think about it. But we looked at some real nice places at Navarre Beach.
Mm-hmm.
They have a hotel right by one of the where the public parking is,
Mm-hmm.
and they wanted $400 a night for the 4th of July.
Ooh.
I'm like, oh. But then if I wanted it any other time, it's still about $300.
Oh.
Like, but you can also rent those rooms out in the daytime. You know, like when you go to the beach, you can rent it out so that you can go to the beach, leave all your stuff in the room, and have access to the beach easier.
Mm-hmm.
Rent them out for about $100 a day.
Oh.
But you can't spend the night. You have to be out of there by a certain time.
Right.
To rent the room. But yeah.
And Gary?
Yep.
When you get a chance, that picture that we showing, you and me had up here of the cemetery.
Yeah.
You got it on your computer, so send Denise a copy of that picture on Facebook.
Okay, I'll have to study how to do that.
You
I've
find
never-
Denise, go to comments, and then down at the bottom, you'll add a file. Click on it, your pictures will come up. Find that picture and put it in there. I know, I told you, but it went, right over there.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to get down there and do that. But as soon as we get back from Paragold and get everything all situated, some Saturday night, we'll have to go to the cemetery and I'll go live and we'll do an investigation again down there like we did before.
Right.
So.
That's what you could do for your show.
What?
Monday.
What?
Or one night is we go down to the cemetery and do a live.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
If we can't find guests, we'll have to make some or find our own.
Yes, everybody comes on for a live investigation. We've always had good luck with that.
So I sent Gary a message so that it'll pop up so he can see.
Okay.
Yeah,
on
phones
Facebook,
work real good
he
here.
sent you a message, so.
We have real good signal on our phones here.
Yeah.
Well,
We get real good signal now since we've switched everything to T-Mobile. Everything is doing better for us. Our internet and everything, I'm not dragging one bit, and it's a lot cheaper than Windstream.
$50 a month, right?
Yeah, but it even drops down more than that
If you pay
because we have phones through T-Mobile. The first bill was $50 a month. It will drop down to $30 a month on the next bill. So, and then our phones are $27.50 each one for over 55 plan that we're on. So $55 a month plus the 30 is 85, where Windstream was wanting to charge his final bill for 1 month, they said was $186.
Woo.
And I said, what happened? You started out at 60 a few months ago.
And
you went up like this? This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
They're following the dish companies.
He's got
Business
another
model.
picture. What headstone is that?
Use the price.
That's the one with the wig.
Oh.
That's a headstone.
At our cemetery?
Yep.
I don't ever remember seeing that headstone.
I don't either.
I never seen it until I pulled up this picture on the computer.
I don't remember seeing that headstone down there.
That's a
Where's
hairy
that
one.
headstone?
Where was this
I
one
can
by?
see the lines going down. It looks like locks.
I don't remember that either.
I don't either. Shaped like that, we'd remember.
Is that the picture you took or the cam?
Actually, I took that with a video and stopped the video and printed it. Now, with my eyes, I didn't see it that way.
Right.
Hmm.
I didn't
Oh,
see it
really?
that way till I
Well,
pulled
when
it
I
up
get
on the
down there, he'll
computer.
have to show me which one that is
Yeah.
and
Well,
bring that picture so I can verify it.
I'll have to refigure which one it is.
Yeah.
Have to find one shaped like that, because I bet you with your naked eye you don't see that.
No.
Like I said, it looked like a wig.
Yeah, but the stone looked like it had grooves in it.
It had grooves in it, and
Well,
then it had a
that
funky
was
shape at the top
Yeah.
that we would have remembered.
Yeah, I remembered that.
That one would have stuck out in our mind because there's only like
Well,
55 headstones
that-
down
Right.
there. So
that's all part of that.
Huh.
Whatever's draped over was draped over the top.
but no, we've had a lot of people down there. He's caught on the deer cams and everything, videos, coming to check out the unknown Indian.
What surprised me, some of those people were colored.
Yeah.
And one of them looked like might be Hispanic, and
yeah. But how they got wandering out, they had to know something about that cemetery because you just don't drive upon it.
You know, it could be from the graveyard, the place where you go, graveyards.com, and probably saw something that said that. Because I mean, that you find out it'll tell you the notable things about the cemeteries, and like if there's something unusual in it or a celebrity buried there or any strange news stories that go along with it, that's where you find it.
We do have a close-up of the lady that goes down there and kneels at that headstone.
Yeah, she kneels.
Yeah.
Whether she's talking to the person down there or doing incantations, I don't know.
One picture, when she walks away, looks like she's crying.
But she can't live too far away because she's on a quad runner or for UTV.
Yeah.
So it's got to be somebody within a mile or two of that location.
Right.
Let's see what it says.
I keep looking for that four-wheeler every time I go in and out down there.
Mm-hmm.
But that sunlight picture I took one day, I took my camera with me when I went down mowed. I got through mowing, and I took a few pictures, and that's where that one come from. Now, the picture before and the picture after were not telescoped in like that one telescoped in. And I don't remember telescoping one.
Yeah.
So,
well, we'll have to get down there, like I said, on a Saturday early in the evening, and I'll bring these drones down and take drone pictures and videos from the top and see if we catch anything.
yeah.
And then I can fly them at night because they have night vision. So
Very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah, I got two of them now. One came in today as a special gift from Team.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, so that makes two of them I got of the new little drones.
The next one you get's mine.
Okay. Yeah, and then I got to show you how to operate it.
Right.
Yeah, what's nice about it, these new ones have a feature called home. So you can send it out somewhere and hit the home button and it comes right back to you.
It automatically comes home.
So, but yeah, we'll get down there and do that so we can have it on the shows and stuff. And yeah, Denise and Ron need to do that on Monday night, is go somewhere and do the live video. I'll get Denise set up on her phone or your phone, either one, wherever you get best signal, and you can go live that way. So, yeah, I went live on the phone, here a week or so ago on one of our shows out on the back porch. It was beautiful out that night. So I sat there and went live off that and everything, and the phones are doing real good to do that on now. So,
Denise said she sent me a connection. Must be on Facebook.
it's on Facebook.
Okay.
So when you get off here, you'll go to Facebook and check it out. She'll tell you
Yeah.
how to send her that picture.
Yeah, she's
Well,
doing
I've
good on the phone.
tried a couple of times and it just doesn't want to connect me into email. I tried the email.
Yeah, you don't need email. You do it on
Okay.
Messenger.
Well, I have a little trouble getting there too.
Well, you just click on when you'll just go up there. If you don't see Denise on Facebook Live, go up in your search and type in Denise Pridemore. Come up on her page and send her a
There.
message, and that's where you
Right.
add the file in and add that picture into it. Okay.
Okay. I'll
So,
try.
Yeah. Yeah. If you don't get it, I'll have to get down there. But I'm so busy through the week working at these different houses
Right.
that we got to get done. That
Yeah.
the
That
the
one.
one we're on now, like I said, me, Colton, and the other guy that was helping us. Last night when I got home, my throat was hurting so bad
Oh, I
and
bet.
sore. So when we got to work today, I was asking Colton and the other guy, I said, "Did your guys' throat hurt?" Colton said, "Yeah, I got home and mine was just raw and hurting like crazy." I said, "Okay, then it just wasn't me."
From the respirators?
From the respirator, breathing, breathing in it and
Yeah.
stuff like that and stuff. But he didn't wear one yesterday for most of the time. So it had to
I was
be
going to say.
the fumes and stuff when we lift it up every once
Right.
in a while because they get hot and sweaty and stuff. So I'd lift to take it off for a little bit and then put it back on. Well, I
Yeah.
guess taking it off and breathing in the fumes from all this stuff in there, from the black mold to dog crap to
Right.
you name it, was in that house. I mean,
Yep. Sure put me in mind of a greenhouse that you and I were in.
oh, Gary, let me put
Green
it.
colored house, not a
Yes, I
greenhouse,
know
but
what
green
you're
colored.
talking about. I
Yeah,
know
I
what
know
you're
you do.
talking about. Okay, that greenhouse, multiply that by 100,
Oh no.
and you got the one we're in now.
Oh no.
Yeah. We'll put it this way. You remember the old hospital that we investigated in downtown Kansas City?
Yep.
All that crap that was in there
All right.
ain't got nothing that was on this house.
Oh my.
We're even still finding the needles. She's a diabetic.
But
She
I
would
bet
just throw
you.
her needles on the floor.
But I bet you haven't smelt kerosene there.
No, we smelled every other thing you can imagine.
Like we did at the hospital.
I know. But
That was.
no, this house, and I mean, in the house, no electricity, no fans, no AC. Open the windows up, no breeze. So, yeah, it got warm in there real quick yesterday.
Yeah.
Today wasn't too bad. And then I got outside and we cut down, probably 70% of the forest she had growing in the backyard
Hmm.
and stuff that she just let grow. And yeah, it's a nightmare. Every time the owner would come over and look, he'd go, "Oh my God." I said, "Yeah, it's a good thing you don't want to make us mad and we all quit right now."
How long is he saying it's going to take?
We'll be ready to spray paint the inside. I mean, kills everything by
Yeah.
Friday.
Yep.
So probably Wednesday, the last day I work next week before we go to Paragould. Uh, We'll probably have the biggest, probably have 98% of it all done, except for painting the outside.
Yep.
And that's even repairing the front deck that's falling apart.
Hmm.
And it wouldn't have fell apart. You don't put a carpet on a deck
No.
and expect
No.
the wood underneath not to rot.
Right.
And they did. And oh, it's bad. Bad, bad, bad. I mean, and the back porch is beautiful the way they have it set up. I mean, once it's all cut down there and get some grass growing, it'd be a beautiful place to sit in the evenings. So, I don't know. But you'd have to really love the train. Yep. It's about 150 feet away from that house
Yeah.
on the other side of trees. We're sitting there working today, and I hear that whistle, and I went, what the heck? And Colton goes, train. And I went, oh, no. No way I could live here. No way. That thing come through in the middle of the night, I would be so mad.
Mm.
Oh,
I
Well,
bet
they
it
say you
does.
get used to it. Yeah.
yeah, it does.
They say you get used to it, but I don't know.
No, I'm not getting used to that. I did that when I drove over the road for years. It got to the point that I pulled that reaper unit for so long that I'd lay in the bunk and get used to the sound of the hum of that engine on
Yep.
the reaper unit, that if it shut down, it'd wake me up immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Well, when I'd come home on the weekends or when I got home, I couldn't sleep
Yeah.
and I couldn't
Didn't
figure out why.
didn't have the
And
hum.
then it dawned on me. So I bought a push mower and took the blade off of it. And before I'd go to sleep, I'd go outside and start the lawnmower up and let it run, and I'd sleep like a baby. All I had to
until
do
it
was have that hum.
until it run out of gas.
Yeah, and it ran out of gas. It was time for me to get up. So, anyway, but yeah, well, we got about 7 or 8 more minutes. We got 7 people watching us on Rumble. Everybody on Rumble, thank you for joining us tonight
Hi, people.
and stuff. So we had a great guest on here, some Salty 3 crew little alien that
Yeah.
happened to show up. That was hilarious. That really was.
It
That
was.
was good.
I wasn't
It was.
expecting that at all.
And
But when I saw it
he
pop up, I went, okay, here
he
we go.
presented himself really well.
Yep.
You know, he didn't break any of the rules or anything, but
No.
yeah, it was different. I mean, it was different. So, but yeah, I mean everything. But everybody over on Rumble, thanks. Follow us over on Rumble on Born TV over there. Follow us on the Bill of Rights Network. Follow the Paranormal Pride. Follow Things Network on Facebook.
Okay.
Follow Temple of Phoenix Rising Entertainment and Japan Paranormal,
Where's the parents?
which has been having a lot of issues lately on that Facebook page.
Mm.
Irene got kicked off of it twice. Somebody hacked in and deleted her as the admin, but didn't delete the rest of us.
Oh,
And
well,
we had to get her back on, and oh, it was a nightmare getting all that done. She was the point she was going to start a new page and tell us all we have to go over there
Yeah.
and stuff. But oh yeah, but we got it all straightened out and everything. But it's growing good every day. We have 2 or 3 new members join that Japan Paranormal page. So, with that being said, I guess we're going to shut this show off a few minutes early tonight. I know Denise has got her hands full with the little one.
yeah, she just wants grandma.
Oh, she wants grandma.
Yeah, she just wants grandma right now.
Oh, that's all right.
It's always
And
good.
stuff.
But yeah, hopefully I'll do a show 1st of August. At this point, I just think it's best to take some time off and just figure out what
Well,
I'm
we
doing.
said we'd do a live. We do. I don't know if you're here. We'll do a live one from the cemetery.
Yeah, we can do that. That's.
Yeah, I'll get you set up on the phone, Denise.
I think I already am, unless we change something.
Okay, we'll check and make sure. If not, let me know, and we'll get you set up with StreamYard on your phone.
Will do.
That way, when you go live, we can have it all set up.
Again, I'm still looking for that haunted beach.
Where's
Yeah.
your shows? What, 7 to 9?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It gets dark here around 8 o'clock, so I think you got to be out of the cemetery
At dark.
at dark.
You're still on Central Time down there, right?
Yeah, it's just
because we're closer to the equator, it gets dark earlier here.
But in the winter, it's gonna be light longer.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
The opposite
No, I
of what
got-
it is up here.
right. Yeah, it won't be getting dark at 4 o'clock.
I'm
Yeah,
surprised
Barb
you're
said, you guys stop in sometime on our Friday night show,
I
We
know.
the People podcast. If
Yep.
you remember it, you're welcome to join in.
Yeah,
We've just been
so busy. Just
I know.
We can't say that we've been watching TV because we
no, we haven't even had one.
Right.
Say bye.
tomorrow. I go see the eye doctor. My eye's been bothering me since started mowing in the dusty air we had here early.
Yeah. So,
Is it
okay,
out?
everybody.
One eye or both?
Both.
Sound like could be allergies.
Well, I've been putting allergy drops in them, but they're still bothering me.
You might have to take actual allergy medicine, but let the doctor
Probably.
tell you what you need to do. So
I'll find out tomorrow.
Well, I took care of all my allergy issues.
Yeah, I heard that.
I moved down here and I haven't had any. They just disappeared as soon as I got here.
Right.
Even when we came down for the few days, it disappeared then too.
Okay, everybody. We're going to end the show now. So, everybody have a good
Night.
evening. And we will see you on the next show, Friday night.
You
Will
waving?
be We the People podcast. So, join us in. Everybody say hi. Bye bye.
See ya. Bye.